Hey guys, so I'm not going to do a bunch of editing on this video. This is a video about the Ripa R10 Eco, the gas-powered 14 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor. Just picked this thing up yesterday. I messed around with it for a little while. I'm not sure if it shows the hours on here, but let's see. I got like a little less than 3 hours on it. So just wanted to go over a quick thing about the grease fitting. So they did not show me anything at the dealership about how to grease these things. So obviously you got your Zerk fittings here. You got another one here. There's a couple other Zerks. There's one right here, one right there. You got two of them right there. Honestly, not even sure what those run. But then we have all these other grease fittings. Didn't know what those were. There's one here. You've got one down here on each track. Okay, I've got some brush over there. Then you got one at all of these fittings here, all these little unions here. There's another here and there. Okay, those. Let's walk over the truck here. Those fittings, they gave me this cheap bag of grease, which I had my own grease gun here, but they gave me this cheap grease gun, and I just put this end on it. I guess this is called a needle fitting, though. I'm sure if you're an operator and you already know what this stuff is. I've operated them. I've obviously rented them. I used to work in the union. I got to use them fairly often. Always had Zerk fittings. Never seen this before. So this is like this little needle fitting. I guess this one is more of like a point, but I've seen some online where you can buy this needle adapter that will actually has a Zerk fitting on one end and a needle on the other, and it will plug right into your Zerk fitting here. So you can have it on your gun the whole time, and then you could just do your the needles. What you're going to do is you're going to take this. I'll just walk back over the machine to show you. I can't do it by myself, actually. Had to have some help, but I got to get out one of the pistol styles. You're going to push this into the grease fittings here, okay? Then you're going to have someone pump it, or if you can get a pistol grip style, you should be able to hold the hose yourself. Definitely get one that's not metal. My other one has a metal tube. Don't use the metal one. It's a lot harder to get into some of these places. Because the tube is pretty straight, and you have, it's got a little bit of an angle on it, but you're going to have to get like past these little, past the boom arms there, the pistons. But you got several of these grease fittings. I don't know that I know where all of them are. I think I showed you most of them. And as I figured out this machine, I'll post a few more videos. I'm also going to post a video about a lot of other crap they didn't show me. I'm going to make a lot of videos about just basics on the machine. There's another grease fitting right there, but basically any joint, just look, and chances are there's going to be one of these fittings. I believe the regular grease fittings are called Zerks. This is a needle fitting. It just kind of presses in there. It's got like a conical end on it. But absolutely, I will make a video or at least a diagram and post it at some point with all of the grease fittings that I've found. Really impressed with this machine so far. Another thing they didn't tell me at the dealership was how to get this bucket, how to get the bucket off and change the bucket. I did buy multiple attachments. I got the standard bucket that came with it, which is right over here. I don't know how wide that is, but I also got the rake. Got this big, huge, smooth bucket. Also got the ripper, and then this trencher bucket here. So there's the ripper, there's the trencher. Hauled it on this flatbed trailer. I think they said it weighed like 1,800 pounds. I definitely went with this one. They had another one that was like it was called the U-Top, which is a different brand. And it was the same motor, probably the same amount of power. It was $2,000 less. The reason why I went with this machine was because of the joysticks. This also has the swing boom as well, which was really, really cool. I'll do a features video, but I basically want to just let you guys know about the fittings. So a lot of them had paint on them from the factory. Even some of the Zerks were completely painted over, much like cheap eye holes when you're buying like fishing lures and stuff like that, like little jig heads. A lot of times when they come from China, they're going to be painted over. I don't blame them for not getting that before I got it. I think that's really a dealership thing. But either way, super easy. I just took a pair of needle nose, I scratched those fittings, and then I got these right in here, no problem. Also, be extremely careful if you're new to using your grease gun. Make sure when you put your grease gun on there, if it does not want to come off, do not twist around and yank and pull and pry on that thing. The easiest way to do it is just to take and loosen up the end of the tube, okay? That little thing that actually will tighten down on top of the Zerk, because it's adjustable for different size Zerks from what I understand. I've actually broke 2 of them on my dump trailers, and I figured that out the hard way. Had to get it in a vise and pull those out with a pair of needle nose. So if you take your grease gun, not with this, but with the Zerk fitting, I can show you what that looks like real quick. But if you take this end right here, unscrews. So if I want to, I can, well, my hand, it's a little greasy, but you can actually twist that, undo it, or redo it, I guess. But yeah, you can take those and they will, you can undo that and then pull it off. You leave it kind of loose, and that way it tends to not get stuck as easily. But I was able to take just a little something like this, or a little pair of needle nose, and scrape those fittings. Okay, guys. I'll keep you guys posted on any and all new things. I will show how to change those buckets out as well.